I can hear you, Dirk, loud and clear from Sheffield. No, it's the COVID season one with Elliot on the back. Yeah. No, they weren't. They were all behind closed doors. What's a real shame because obviously he's a bit of a generational talent. I think Elliot. So no, but he got that applause at Ewood, didn't he? Last season he came back and got a clap from the fans, so that was classy of him. I think Sanderberg's probably going to have a good game in it. I think he's the main one. It's a shame we played him so early on because you give him a couple of weeks, they may well lose him, and obviously that would be a big loss for them. Yeah, I can see him running the show. He did very well last season when I came here, and we obviously lost 2-1. He was quality that day, and yeah, I'm not looking forward to having to face him again.
All right. Well, we're gonna have to. I'm gonna have to do my spiel again because I had no bloody microphone on. They heard you loud and clear. They didn't hear me. So what a tit. I'm a tit. I'm here. I'm back. I'm back. We're live. I bloody did a whole big spiel and everything, and nobody heard jack shit. But we were talking about generational talent. And Jacob has said Sanderberg is the guy to keep an eye on. You heard him, Claire. Yeah, you should be able to hear me now. Hear me now. I'm just making sure. So yes, it's Sheffield United. It's Bramall Lane. We are here. Well, Jacob's there. I'm here. I'm stuck in the middle of Pennsylvania, and I'm expecting a bit of a battering. To be honest with you, a bit of a battering. But funny old game. It's a funny old game. Is football. We never know. I was expecting a bit of a battering against Swansea, of course, earlier in the season, and we came away with a comfortable win. Yeah. Are you in the same mindset? Do you think we'll be lucky to get anything out of this game today?
Yeah, I feel so. My heart's gone with a 1-1, but my head's saying we're going to lose today. My heart's just saying a 1-1, just simply because I think JDT may get a reaction out of him, but obviously with having to play Phillips at the back, who's definitely not ready. I think he's put in a couple of decent performances, to be fair, but I think he's struggled in the air a lot. I think that's one bit he's definitely struggling with. Still, he's not the finished product yet by any means, so. My heart's going with a 1-1 just simply for the reaction because obviously it was so dire on Wednesday. I hope they've rested up a little bit and we're ready to go today. We won't have the ball. We'll probably only see about 30% of it, you'd think, which should play into our hands. I think we're much better without the ball on the counter. So maybe we can do him on the counter, put a resolute defensive performance in and nick a 1-1, but my head's saying a 2-1 loss.
Yes, and of course the games are coming thick and fast. We had the shit show against Reading. We might talk about that later. Do you think there's gonna be some changes for this game, considering the team that was put out Wednesday? There was maybe a couple of surprises in there. Jack Vale started, of course. Hedges on the bench. Do you expect to see Hedges return, and maybe any other surprises?
Well, I was talking about this with my mate as we were driving down, potentially whether we go with a three in midfield today, put Morton in there along with Buckley and Travis, maybe sacrifice a Smodic, potentially maybe go with like a 4-3-3. Obviously, the Sanderberg in the middle, that's going to be a problem, so maybe get an extra body in there. I felt like that was the problem on Wednesday. They just completely bypassed our midfield. Buckley was invisible pretty much. Travis weren't much better. So potentially, do you put a midfielder in, be a bit more cautious? From what we're led to believe, obviously JTT's got a few formations he can utilise. So obviously this is going to be one of the hardest games of the season, you would think. So to maybe go a bit more defensive and maybe even go with a 5 at the back today or go with a 3 in midfield, I wouldn't complain with that at all. But I mean, it's likely going to be Hedges and Gallagher back in and probably more of the same, you would think. But I wouldn't mind a change in formation for today, personally.
Yeah, that will show maybe a little bit of insight on into JDT if he just sticks to his guns and not change it up or decide to tweak. Hopefully he'll do that and make some defense or formation changes anyway, because I think we got embarrassed a little bit against a Reading team that will struggle, and I think that result against us ain't going to change the fact for them. I think they'll still be down there at the end of the season. But we have played pretty well against some of the. I know it's only four games deep, but West Brom we anticipate to struggle. Just chatted with some West Brom fans. They were so confident that they would turn us over, and we came away with a win. And I'm sure Swansea fans were also a little bit optimistic, or a little bit thinking that they would also take it easy, or they would get away with the 3 points. And the same, I did have a chat with Nick from the Sheffield United way. Confident, they are very confident. So maybe games like this where we are not fancied, we can maybe surprise. I'm giving us a little bit of hope, a little bit of belief here in like you said, the probably top 2 or 3 most difficult games this season. So team news will be here within about 2 minutes, so we'll reveal that shortly. You did touch on Sanderberg, couple of other elephants in the room. Kadra, they've been he's only had a couple of minutes, or hasn't started a game for Sheffield United, but they've been quietly confident that he's going to be a key player for them this season. Are you looking forward to seeing him, or has he come with a bit of a bad taste in the mouth?
No, I'm not looking forward to seeing him, to be honest. I suspect there'll be a few boos, in particular because it's Bramall Lane, and obviously the comments he made and whatnot after that penalty miss. I suspect there'll be a few boos there. There's also that NL. I've got to say his name carefully. Yeah. He did quite well the other night, apparently. Seems like we've missed out a player there for sure, but you can't blame him for going Sheffield United. But yeah, they've definitely got a better team on paper. Obviously, Bramall Lane's a fortress as well, so yeah, we'll be lucky to come away with anything today. You got to feel.
It's just going to be. You know what? It's days like this where we just go into games thinking the worst, that we might get surprised in the end. But yeah, it'll be a reunion of sorts for the NL, the guy, the Bosnian. I'm going to call him the Bosnian at the back there. He will meet up with his old gaffer, JDT, on the touch. I'm sure they'll have some words as they approach the touchline there, maybe. It's going to be a tough match regardless. And I am probably going to agree with you that it's going to be a one-sided affair, and we're just going to have to take our chances as and when we get them. Who's going to be the main man for Rovers today? Who needs to show up? Who needs to stand and deliver to give us any hope today?
Has to be Diaz, doesn't it? And you feel like if anyone's going to get a chance today and take it, it would be him. I wonder maybe on Wednesday whether his head was in the right place, with obviously all the knee speculation or whatnot. But yeah, he's got to take his chance today, hasn't he?
He's got to take his chance today, and the team news is in. And I'm going to give it to you in a second here. 2 changes.
The back 5 there.
Have you got the? How do you know so quickly? How do you know that so quickly?
My mate's just passed me his phone.
Okay, well, here we go. I'll give it to you. Kaminsky between sticks. Callum Britton at right back. In one way or another, we have Pickering in there. He starts probably at the left of a back 3. Ayala, and probably I'm gonna guess there. It's Taylor Dunn as well. He makes the team. Probably left wing back. Smodic starts. Oh, I'm confused. Gallagher leads the line. Who else is at the back there? Buckley's in there. It's Diaz. Does Morton get the nod? Hedges misses out tight hamstring. It says Travis. Ash Phillips. Am I missing one? Oh, I'm not missing one. I think I got them all in there. I don't know. I think it could be. I think it could be a back 5. I don't know. Because sometimes they put the formations out there. Because Dunn can play in midfield. He could be partnering in the midfield. So yeah, but it could be though. It could be. But yeah, we'll probably go with a back 5. That would make sense. And Smodic remains. Dak on the bench, Markanday on the bench, Joe Raki, Costello, Dolan, Morton, and Pearce. So Morton doesn't get the start. I think a lot of people were hoping that he would get a start. But what do you think about that team? And you may hopefully got a better look at it on your phone there.
Yeah, you got to think it'd be a back 5, wouldn't you? Else you'd think he'd play Morton in midfield, not Edun. So I'm going to lean towards it being a back five. Obviously Edun and then Pickering as a left centre back. We'll have to see how he does in a free, I guess. And then obviously it gives that extra support to Phillips. And like I said, I feel like, this is going to be one of the hardest tests this season for sure. So I feel like a change needed to be made. And I applaud JDT for doing that. Obviously, he's not like Mowbray. He's not stubborn with his formation, it seems. So he's not going to only change his formation after about 10 losses or whatever with it. But yeah, I'm positive with that. I feel like we can maybe do well defensively and then counter in there. Just try and do him on the counter and try and grind out a 0-0 or a 1-1, I guess.
Yeah, but we would take that all day long. I'm going to give you the Sheffield United team now here, and Cadra does start. I'm giving you that to you right now. Following number 26, Baldock, an L in there, Egan, make up a back three, I'm imagining, so that's how they've been playing for football for the past few years. Norrington Davis is in there low, Norwood, Fleckberg, Cadra, and McBurney gets the nod over Brewster, who goes to the bench, the gangly figure who hasn't scored many goals. I did speak to the Sheffield United guy earlier this week. He said McBurney played his best game in years the other day. I don't think he scored, but he was showing his talents once again. But McBurney, Brewster, for this fan base for Sheffield United, they need to stand up and be counted. They've been because they're very happy with their attacking options, but the strikers have been. They've got big names, but they're not delivering. So this could be an opportunity for McBurney to take. Any takeaways from me revealing that team news to you? Are you happy Brewster doesn't start? And again, the Sheffield United fan, Nick, he said Ndai, who is a creative little genius, he was hoping that he would be started. So he might. His team is way off what he was expecting. But what are your thoughts on that?
Well, I mean, Brewster's obviously been in really poor form, but he seems to always fucking score against us, doesn't he? So I'm glad he's not, to be honest. I remember he scored at Swansea that last game before lockdown, and then he also scored last season at Ewood, didn't he? So I guess I can maybe be happy about that. See how McBurney does. That is the point of contention for them, isn't it? The striker at the minute. If they get a striker in who's going to get them 20 goals, then you would think they'd walk this league. Sheffield United. Kadra starting is obviously an interesting one. This is his first start. Obviously, probably with a point to prove, maybe, or to get a reaction or something like that. Obviously, after his comments and maybe a few fans giving him grief from Rovers, probably maybe play with a bit of fire in his belly. So hopefully, our defenders know how to deal with him. Hopefully, but he is a handful, to be fair. He were a decent player for us last season, and you can only think he's improved since then.
He is a decent player. I don't want to sound like sour grapes, but I don't think he's all that. I think he's good and everything, but I don't think there's a Premier League player in there. I think we might be seeing him at his peak here. I don't think he will explode and become a German international or anything like that. I think he's going to be okay. And again, when the deal didn't happen with Cadra, or if there was any hope in that deal resurfacing and him coming back, it was like, yes, it'd be great if we got him, but to be honest with you, I don't think it's a major loss. You watch him score bloody.
He's not Harvey Elliott, is he?
No, he's not. And you watch him bag a hat trick tonight. But I'm not that disheartened with not. I'm more disappointed by not getting that defender in. I thought he would have been a great talisman at the back, and they have definitely got a signing on the hand. No matter how much they paid for him, I think he will be. And I think he will go like to near the top. He will be Sheffield United 2 seasons at max, and I think he'll be on his way upwards to top level football regardless. But it's going to be a tough old game regardless. What are your hopes? So give us your actual scoreline for this one today, if we want to come back and quote you on it.
Yeah, I'm going to say 1-1 just to go with my heart, but like I said, my head's saying a 2-1 loss, but I've got to at least back the boys. I've drove 2 hours here at end of day, so I've got to go in with some optimism, I guess.
Yeah, appreciate you coming in.
Yeah, I'm disappointed. Hedges has got a tight hamstring. I'm not sure. So I'm guessing Smodic is going to be on the wing. I would think, like a front three. like I said in my thoughts after the Reading game, other than score, I genuinely don't think he's done too much, to be honest. Other than maybe work hard. So, he's been good on the press, but other than that, he's not really done a whole deal for me. So, yeah, it's disappointing Hedges ain't in the team, but hopefully he does well today. And if not, then I guess Dak will come on.
Yeah. There's always room for Dak to steal the headlines later on in the match, hopefully. But again, appreciate you stopping by, Jacob. You have a good time. Bring some luck. What's your record right now when you've done a vlog for success rate?
Well, we have the winner Ewood,
this season, I think you're unbeaten.
Oh, yeah, 100% record this season.
There you go.
And then Celtic away as well, 2-2. So that weren't too bad, was it?
So maybe you'll bring a bit more of that luck to Sheffield United, Bramall Lane, where of course it's going to be a difficult game, difficult afternoon. But if we could snatch or graveyard rob a 0-0, I'd take that all day long, and I'd celebrate. I'd celebrate in good style. So.
It's the first time I've celebrated a 0-0.
yeah. It won't be good for the vlog. Anyway, appreciate you coming by. Have good fun. Enjoy yourself. And hopefully we'll get some comments of you later on for the post-match, and hopefully they're positive. But anyway, take it easy. Thanks again. I'm going to jump in and show you guys the images now for the team news, if I can get them on the screen. So here we go. This is, of course, Sheffield United first and foremost. We got Fotheringham between the sticks. Baldock, Amadovic, Egan, Norrington Davis, Lowe, Norwood, Fleck, Sanderberg, of course, probably the best player in this league by a distance. Cadra, McBurney, of course, make up the 11. What about Rovers then? Should we take a look at Rovers' team? That's what we're here for, really. Let's take a little look at them badges. And all their glory, and it is a bit of a surprise, a makeshift team maybe. We do need some bodies in numbers. Kaminsky between the sticks. Britain returns, of course, remains. Surrey, Phillips, Ayala, Pickering. So Jacob did say possibly a back five, but when I look at it like this: Britain, Phillips, Ayala, Pickering looks like a back four with Idun, Travis in the sort of defensive midfield slot with Buckley in the pocket, Smodic, Diaz, Gallagher leading the charge. That's how I see it. Let me know, of course, as well. Come on, Brereton from Argentina. And respect to all you guys. Now, because my introduction to this thing was killed, we're gonna jump to a screen here. I want you all to go out when, of course, this video is ended, or you can do it right now and vote for Blackburn Roverseas. We're trying to get some recognition for the channel, recognition for Jacob, recognition for the Millie, recognition for Philly Rovers, all the guys and the girls working behind the scenes here to bring you not only Blackburn Rovers content, World Cup content, football content. Please do me a favour, go here, /vote Roverseas. We are looking to vote or get votes in. They're up here. Best content. But was it? What? I don't even know. Let me have a look. I had them on my thing here. Club content for the Football League. We're looking at best video content for an organisation and best content creator. Any one of those, please get the votes in, and of course support the brand. It is sponsored by Blue Rose Capital. We've never been recognised in these football awards. I've never really given a shit, but because we have so many people invested now, we've got Polar GFX in the chat who does the graphics. We've got Jacob treading the boards at Bramall Lane. We've got Philly Rovers watching from a pub, getting drunk in Philly. We've got Millie, the guys and the gals, of course, everywhere. We've got South African Rover, Holmesy, and of course we've got you guys as well helping out the channel as well. So please do me a favour, go vote. There's a QR code on the screen. Do the business. If you're on the phone, that's going to be a bit difficult, but if you know what I mean, get voting, get us recognised. I'm not trying to win the pissing thing. I just want to get these guys nominated and maybe even a night out. I ain't going to be able to come over, but they can represent the channel as well. But today, it is all about Sheffield United. It's all about Mission Impossible. Can Rovers get anything from this game? It's going to be a tough order. I will be back, of course, for the actual watch-along in about 30 minutes' time. So make sure you come back for that. Make sure you smash the subscribe as well on this. But again, vote. There is a link in the description as well if it's easier for you to do it that way. Any help, any hope, or votes will do wonders for this. Let me know what you think about this game. Do you think it's going to be a one-sided affair with Sheffield United? I think it's going to be a tough old order, and anything, if we can get anything out of this, even if it's a 3-2 loss, a close game, or in fact, I'd take a close game, a response, because we were dreadful against Reading. We do need to bounce back because we can't be playing like that week in, week out. Again, against an opposition. If we played against the way we played against Reading tonight, and that Reading game didn't exist, then I would take it. I'll take that battering from a team like this. From a team like Reading, who were, of course, on the back of a 4-0 smashing. I was hoping that we would get something from that game, but we got absolutely nothing. So if we can do something, maybe if the stars are aligning somewhere around this planet, that Rovers can get something out of this game, then this week ain't too bad, none the same. So again, vote. What was it? cut_vote Roverseas. That's the link. It's simple as go in there. You don't have to put your name in. You don't have to put your name in. And if you can do this, if you've got if you're on a computer right now and you're on Chrome, do it on Chrome, do it on Edge, do it on Firefox, any other browsers. That's 3 votes, baby, because you can only vote once. It only lets you vote once. So please get Blackburn Rovers season recognized. Let's keep Rovers relevant. Let's make this content worth its place, worth its salt of the earth. And if you are a regular to the channel and you realise how many videos churn out of this channel on a weekly basis, you must think this guy deserves a break, or these guys deserve a break, because they're walking non-stop. I am sweating week in, week out, day to day to get the content to you. Anyway, that's of course my pitch. You're going to hear it all again in the watch along, probably about 10 times. So I'm sorry, but it's the nature of the beast. Anyway, I'm going to bounce out of here. Of course, I'm going to get ready for the actual watch along. Again, big shout out to Blue Rose Capital for sponsoring this segment of the show. They'll be sponsoring the reaction. They'll be sponsoring the review later on. And again, we've got Jacob out there, feet on the ground. We'll hopefully get fan reaction to the result, win, lose or draw. And then we do it all again for more content moving forward. Anyway, that is it. Smash your subscribe, smash the thumbs up, smash the little bell. We'll be back for the actual watch along in about 30 minutes time. So join me right here at Blackburn Rovers season. I'm going to leave this with you. Please suck it up, take it in, take a picture, go for it. Go down in the description, vote, and I'll